Did you know there's kind of a submerged train in GTA 5? Yeah, GTA 5 is full of crazy stuff we keep exploring while we wait for GTA 6 to drop. Today I'm going to show you 7 things you probably didn't know about GTA 5, but you definitely should. Bugs, glitches, curiosities, all kinds of wild stuff. So if you're already familiar and like the channel, go ahead and hit that like button right at the start of this video. And if you're the type who watches but hasn't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to show some love, because 90% of the people who regularly watch this channel aren't subscribed, and honestly, that's pretty discouraging. Now, no more wasting time, let's get started. The first really interesting thing here is in the Paleto Bay heist. I don't know if you've noticed, but when we start the heist, even if it's in replay mission mode, there's a Franklin in the van. If we go back to where the heist planning was happening, we'll find another Franklin inside, and even weirder, he's dressed completely differently. It's pretty crazy, you can't shoot him, and I kept pushing him. I switched to first person camera and kept pushing him until he got right next to the van just to make sure there really were 2 Franklins. And dude, that's such a trippy vibe. First off, none of them interact with each other, right? It's just a really weird kind of sloppy thing. And second, they're wearing different clothes, which makes it even stranger. Like, what the heck is this? I found this bug on a foreign channel and decided to bring it to you. Try it out on your GTA 5 and tell me what you think. Also, comment why you think they're still wearing different outfits, because I don't remember them ever having different clothes before. I knew Rockstar sometimes uses one NPC in cutscenes and another in the game, but the cutscene one still stays in the game, and that's why this glitch happened. The second curiosity in this video is the following. When you get to a pool in a house really close to Franklin's house, down the street from the Vinewood Hills house, you come across a house that has a pool with some grass growing right in the middle. And the weirdest thing about that grass, even though it really shouldn't be there, is that for people playing on PC with low or medium graphics settings, this grass doesn't show up. But if they're playing with high or max graphics, it appears. Since I'm playing the PlayStation 5 version, I believe it runs at max graphics, so that's why the grass shows up in the pool for me. Kind of a strange bug, right? Check it out in your GTA and drop a comment down below. Now the third thing is this. Have you ever tried to take a ride with your friend in the submarine and then switched characters right after? What happens is something really weird. Let me show you. I got into the submarine and called Franklin, and right after calling Franklin, I switched characters because the game kind of respawns the other character nearby, right? The character who made the call. I don't know if you've used this trick before, but it's a really good way to speed up switching between the protagonists. Anyway, you can see on the minimap that Michael showed up there on the map, see? But he actually appears inside the submarine, which is pretty strange, right? I think he should appear on foot or something like that, or maybe the submarine being towed by a car. The truth is, Rockstar didn't plan for this possibility when switching characters during rides, since the current mechanic makes the character who made the call appear close to the second protagonist with the vehicle they were using, and since the submarine only works in water, this mechanic ends up creating this weird, buggy situation. Now let's move on to the next one, which is a really weird and funny bug. There's a random event in the game where you have to save or give a ride to a prisoner. I actually showed this event in one of my videos where I cover the best secret events in GTA 5. This event happens at this spot on the map. So what's the strange or funny part? If you follow the event normally, this guy will steal your car and drive off. But if, when he gets in the car, you're playing as Trevor and kill the prisoner who's stealing the car kind of ends up flying, and it's seriously bizarre. You can repeat this a few times if you save and reload the game right before starting the event, but every time the car will fly off in a different way, you know? There was one time I did it and didn't record it, and it went really high, like super high. Try it out in your GTA and drop a comment below telling me what you think about this bug. Now talking about the mission Minor Turbulence. This mission is pretty well known in GTA 5, usually ranked among the best when people rate the mission. And for those who don't remember, you have to get on this plane, take out these soldiers inside and the pilot, steal the plane and try to escape by flying it to land at Mackenzie Airstrip, which I already made a video showing you actually can't land there, right? But anyway, that's not the point of the curiosity here. The thing that I think few people know, and even those who do don't really know how to pull off, is that there's a glitch that lets you stand on top of the plane while it's falling. How do you do this glitch? When the plane is falling and it's time to head to the rear exit, instead of doing that, you get into this car right here. There's always a car parked nearby, okay? Get in this car and push it back a bit, then jump onto the corner of the plane right there in that little spot and press the circle button on your controller, or B. The idea is for Trevor to crash and get stuck between the car and the side of the plane, all glitched out, you know? Sometimes he might die, but if that happens, just repeat the process. No big deal. You can do this either in the corner or at the back of the car. The only thing you need is for him to get stuck and press between the car and the plane. If it works, when he glitches, he'll be teleported on top of the plane. And the best part of this bug that launches him on top of the plane is that you can walk around on it like normal. Just to be clear, even if in other situations you manage to put a character on top of a plane, he'd instantly fall off unless some MOD changed the game's physics. In this bug's case, the character stays on top of the plane but walks like he's on solid ground. However, if you press jump, the game automatically fixes itself and the character switches to freefall animation. Another really cool curiosity is this. There's a woman who's almost showing everything here in GTA 5. To find her, you need to come to this spot I'm showing. You just have to come after 11 p.m. Sometimes she only appears after midnight. Check out this exact spot here, and if she doesn't show up right away, drive down and back up. I had to drive around here a few times until late at night, and when it works, you'll see a girl wearing a bikini or swimwear. Depending on how many times you go back and forth with the car, 90% of the time she won't be wearing the top part of the bikini, just the bottom. And well, for all the horny guys out there, that's a special sight in GTA 5. Obviously in this video I have to show a censored version, or else YouTube might take it down or limit monetization, but if you want, try it out in your own GTA and see for yourself. Last but not least, let's talk about the submerged train glitch in GTA 5. How does this underwater train glitch actually work? Well, it's not exactly a train underwater, okay? It's a game bug that kind of simulates that and literally gives you the image of a submerged train passing through the area. To see this, come to this spot on the map. Once you get here, you need to have your character lean against the wall right next to it. So press the cover button, R1 on your controller, as soon as you enter this little gap right by the sign that says danger. After that, look to the side while you're in cover, then move back to the other side until you reach a point where your character kind of floats. See? I don't know why this happens, but it's a temporary bug that makes it look like you're actually inside the water. So I set up the invincibility code because your breath gets consumed as if you were underwater for real. And you could end up dying, so I made the code to make sure that doesn't happen. After setting up the invincibility code, I pressed R1 to lean against the wall and started moving side to side. One very important detail is that to see the water effect, you need to switch to first-person camera right when the character is supposed to be floating according to the third-person view. I tried multiple times. No lie, it's a tricky bug before you get the hang of it. But once you nail it the first time, it gets easier. After you manage to stop in the right spot in first person, just wait for the train to pass and check out the submerged train effect in the GTA 5 ocean. Honestly, it's a pretty cool feeling, so it's worth the effort to complete the glitch. I saw some guys doing this on the PlayStation 4 version. I did it on PlayStation 5 and it worked perfect. It doesn't work on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 because to see the water effect along with the train, you need to be in first person camera, and that first generation of GTA doesn't have first person view. There are a bunch of cool bugs and glitches in GTA 5, like the glitch where you can play as Trevor, literally naked. He runs and walks around the game with his pants down. Pretty funny. If you want to check out that video, just click right here next to the yellow arrow to see it. It's awesome, and that's it guys. That was today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.